Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday, but it is also July 1st, which means we've got so much new stuff, new things over in Makers. It's going to be an extravaganza of things today, y'all. So just,
settle back and enjoy the
I had
ride.
some other things I want to say there that was going to be kind of funny, but anyway. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are PM Artist Studio.
Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, we do not know that you are here. We like to know that you are here because we're an arty friendly bunch of folks. Also, I just don't know that you're here unless you say hello in the chat, and then I can say hello back. That's just how it works, y'all. So once you've said your hellos, please give that thumbsy upsy. That's that little thing right there, and there's a thumb, and then you hit it, and you're like, woo, I've liked it. The thumb up. That's what we're looking for. Then when you're watching on replay, or if you come back or do whatever you need to do, and you just show up in there, if we just show up again, and then you're like, oh, I watched that stream. But I'm going to leave a comment. We very much appreciate those. And the lengthier, the better. We really love them. Leave us a book. I don't care. I'll read it.
I will too.
Yeah. And sometimes our little, helper people read them too. Sometimes.
Yeah. We're still working on one of them.
Anyway, all right, let's say hello to everybody. Get that out of the way. Don't want to forget, y'all. We've got Alice is here. Angela. Oh my God, the names are back. Thank you. Thank you.
Who, what?
Yes. Alice, Angela, and Webb. Hey, that's April. Becky's here. Betsy, Cheryl, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Darcy, Darlene, Eddie. Happy birthday, Eddie.
Oh, this is the real day.
The real day. Happy birthday, Eddie. We love you. Elizabeth, Ellen, Emma, Ever After. Hello, Catherine. Your stuff it arrived. I've given Caleb his things. He was like, oh my gosh, somebody sent me something. Oh, it's so sweet. So hopefully he'll be, saying thank you back as well. These kids these days. I don't know. But P's got her stuff. Are you going to show your stuff today? Maybe a little bit?
What? Oh, my stuff that I got in the mail?
Yeah,
from Catherine? Oh, yeah, for sure. Got it right here.
There we go. Look at us making nice salad. Oh, I do have a question about, but I'll ask that here in a minute. Never mind. Because I'm not looking at the chat. Okay, so, let's see, where are we? We were, I'm just going to go. Betsy, so Becky, Betsy, Cheryl, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo, Darcy, Darlene, Eddie, Elizabeth, Ellen, Emma, Ever After, okay. Griffin Shell, Hoarder Papercraft, that's Mimi, Jenny, Jennifer's Dog's Life, Jenny Roberts, Youth is here, Linda Renz, Lizette, Lydia, Marguerite, Michelle with one L, Monroe is here. Oh, somebody else just popped in there. Lydia, Marguerite, Michelle, okay, Monroe. Painting again, that is Sandy, Patricia, Paula, Ricky, Norma, Steph, Vinny's here, Zinjen, and Lizzie Jean. She keeps changing her name on us. Thankfully, YouTube is, it's back to where we like it. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose. Simply give me some extra pinky hello hands. I'll get you helloed. Ari Sky, that is our wonderful fairy art mother. Fairy art mother. Why didn't we think of that earlier?
Fairy art mother. Oh,
Sonia.
Your earrings are cute today, Mariah.
These are from Marsha Markle. She made these for me, and they look so good. And look, I got a new blue shirt, and she got a new blue one because we're going to see stand up and be heard. Now, I know it's backwards. If you want it right ways, you got to look at her. Mine's flipped around. Anyway, so these are our shirts. This is Patricia's artwork right there.
Collage.
And since we are doing our patriotic protesting postcards this month, and we'll be getting to that here in just a second, but we're going to do the fun stuff, the super fun stuff, which is new products. Woohoo! Let's go top side. Top view. We're going to do that on my side because I'm faster at it than she is.
There is that.
And we got a lot to do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, look at all this. Look. There are 24 new things, y'all. 24. Okay. I'm going to bring this over here. Okay. Now, let's start with the stamps.
I'm not waiting for it to show up there.
Okay.
I'm
going to turn that around because I feel like it's upside down, but it may not be. All right, my arty friends. Okay. Actually, what I want to do, because I'm going to put these off to the side for just a second. We'll get to those here in just a second. I'm going to try to stay within the designer here. So, Lucy Ames. Y'all know her trees. Well, if you know them, you love them. You probably have them, but now you can get them in stamp form. Plus, she has now. So this is the, I believe this is horsetail. Now this is so this is a Yuba oak. I believe this one is the Lucas oak. And there you go. Look there. See, stamped version. It's easier to see, I think. I think stamps look pretty good.
Yeah, they do.
Isn't that I can?
Oh, did you see?
He's gonna have a good time with this one.
Yeah. Did you see the little things that Izzy brought down to your desk?
Yes. Oh, I meant to bring that up. I might go run and get that if it comes up again. Okay.
Because that's the tree thing. Just I didn't know we had trees in here.
Yeah.
But she handed me this piece of paper, this shrinking paper, and said, "Now Gigi, you need to draw something on here."
She told me, and then she was like, I recognized your style right away. But she did a pretty good job. Her little trees looked a lot like yours. It was hard to tell.
And then that other little kind of design, little intricate design, yeah. I thought she did good.
This is eucalyptus
and yarrow.
And fennel, yeah. She likes to say yarrow.
Fennel. Oh, fennel.
Wow, fennel.
My black swallowtails love the fennel.
Did they?
Yeah.
Aren't those just super duper duper cute?
Yep, they are.
All right. And then I wanted to, I'm going to stick with botanicals for the moment. Okay, looky here. Now, Darcy, y'all recognize her style, of course you do. So there are 3 different sets. These are whimsical botanicals by Darcy. You get 2 in each set, or you can buy all 3 if you want, but they are broken apart in 3 different sets. Just thought that would work out better on them. I believe this is 1 and 2. This is going to be set 1. This is set 2, and then set 3. Here, and I'll show you the stamped versions. I know y'all like that. Put that down there like that.
Telling you, Louisa Heinzel would really like these. It kind of reminds me of her style of.
Darcy, you need to reach out to Louisa and tell her that she needs to.
She needs to
get herself hooked up.
Order some stamps.
Or if she reaches out to me, I'll hook her up.
Yeah,
but she needs to, call me, Louisa. Call me, girl.
We haven't heard from you in a long time anyway. We want to know what's going on. I see you every now and then in your thing on. Oh, sorry.
All right, there we go. That is Whimsical Botanicals by Darcy. Aren't they just gorgeous? And they're a good size. Look at that. So perfect, like for postcards. I think you could even do really well with they're a little larger than an ATC, but I think you could still partial, which would be fabulous.
I like partials anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so there we have done a lot of the botanical business. Trying to keep these hidden from y'all because I wanted to. We're going to put those guys off to the side there for a second. And I'm going to bring those in with this. I can look at the botanicals for a second. Okay, put that down there. Okay, so lots of things to look at here. Now, this is one set of the, and I think it's pronounced Dufe. I think. But please let me know if I'm saying it incorrectly.
What is it?
It's Duafe. It could be Doofy or Dufe.
D-U.
African Dufe combs.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah.
I thought about Dubuffet.
Yeah.
The artist, and that's totally different.
Yeah, totally different.
Going on there.
But it's a little set of 60. These are pretty, they're little. They're not as itty bit. They're not itty bitties, but they are smaller and perfect for ATCs.
Yeah, and you know
you just need the whole thing.
I think that they would be great as shrinky dinks because they're going to be really little and
We're thinking about things in terms of shrinky dinks these days.
Yeah, everything I look at.
So heavily shrinky dink on the mind. Okay. Now, next to them here are Sophia's spiky flowers. Keep these in mind because we've got stencils coming up that match to those. Also, there's ATCs that go with these. So that's the other reason I wanted to make these kind of smaller and keep them in a set. Because then it's like you could do both things if you wanted. I think there's some cool things. I'm sure, y'all have seen some of what Paula has already done with these things. But spiky flowers from Sophia. 2 sizes, 3-inch, 2-inch. Okay. I'm not gonna bring out all of this in front of y'all because it's a lot and it's different, so it might be a little overwhelming. Okay, so flowers, we're gonna move back into flowers. So these also correspond with Estella's design this month, which is Flower Field. Aren't these gorgeous? And again, in 2-inch and 3. This is a little bit bigger, but usually we go kind of roundabout, roundabout. I know y'all like to see the stamped version there.
Pronounced duafa.
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 That makes more sense. Okay. So let's go with one more set that also has corresponding stencils.
Jenny J says hers says duarfe.
So carrots. Now these are a little bit bigger than so this is like a 4 and a something. Y'all can see in my hand how. But aren't those cute? I see a lot of mark making potential with the carrots. And like I said, there are these stencils, which you'll see here in just a minute, that correspond with these.
Adorable.
Christy Hartman. I don't know if y'all could recognize that design or not, but it's very much her style. Okay. And then, okay, we're going to do, okay, y'all just brace yourselves because these are just absolutely adorable and you might just lose your little ever-loving minds, especially y'all dragon lovers, and I know we've got a few. Aren't they adorable? These are from Rhonda. A sleeping dragon and standing dragon. Aren't they? She said she squealed when she got hers because she ordered early.
They are wonderful.
And I know y'all have seen that things have been out in the shop for about 3 days. But I was telling Brad, I was like, people like to see us because you want to see what size they are. Like, it's hard to tell. I mean, yes, you may.
When you're holding your hand.
Yeah.
You can tell.
You can tell, like, these are probably a little bit bigger than ATC, but I think that, depending on how you used them, you could do that, but perfect for a postcard or journal cards or in a journal for sure. But yeah. And then, bringing this party, get this party started right with a disco ball, but not just one, but 2, y'all. From Miriam, Disco Inferno. There's a style 1. Oh, I didn't write on the back. So I think this is style 1, this is style 2, I believe.
Very cute.
Aren't they? I think that these could be a lot of fun.
They look dimensional.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
So look at, they're kind of trippy.
Yeah.
Like they look like they're really rounded. Well done on that for sure. All right, and then it was kind of requested because when I posted our stuff about San Antonio, you were like, well, are we going to get some penguins? So Brad hooked us up with penguins. We got a little rock hopper and a emperor penguin. Not necessarily to scale, y'all, just letting you know.
Yeah, because the emperors are big.
Well, they are, no.
They're bigger.
They are bigger, but the,
what's the really
the
big
really
one?
one is the king.
King.
Yeah, I think is what it, yeah. There you go. Also, we have a little corresponding AT. Well, it's like postcard size. See that here? Just a second. In fact, it's right here. Oh, may I have do you have the black, or a black piece of paper? Can I have a black piece of paper? Pretty please. We don't usually, this isn't like a standard size, but we felt like, Brad laid it out and he's like, I just think that kind of gets it done. So it's super cute. Would be fun for a background. Like if you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
An Arctic, isn't it? Yeah, Arctic inspired something or other. Or you just like penguins, you know. There's that. So that is in the shop. Swimming penguins. Penguin swimming. Actually, I put it as penguin swimming because I felt like that was better. Okay, as mentioned with the carrots here, and let me tell you, the long haul potential is strong with this one. This is the 9x12 of the carrots by Christy Hartman.
Oh, I love it.
Yes, an 8x10. Didn't do a 5x7. I just, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, I think you get everything you need out of one or the other here.
Yeah, just half it.
Yeah. And I wasn't going to be able to shrink it, so that's part of the dealio there. And then also, as mentioned, the spiky flowers. Check this bad boy out. And Sophia had to put in some work on this one because it took a little tweaking because these more delicate designs, they really take some time and energy to get them worked so that way they cut nicely and come off of the mat nicely and will also then be on the plate nicely for you guys.
I probably need that today.
Do you need this today?
Mm-hmm. I want the big one.
Okay. She needs this one today. Very good. There you go. She's got ideas.
Well, it looks
it's very
like
fireworky.
Replace my one that I've totally obliterated.
Obliterated? Okay.
The zigzag.
All right. And then also, as mentioned, from Estella, these are the flower fields, and it comes in all 3 sizes because she did the hard work of making that happen. Because y'all see this dainty little thing. That took some work. So, hugs to Estella for keeping at it, and I know she. Sometimes some of these designs you think they're going to come together really quickly, and then you just really got to keep at them. But it was well worth it.
Kathy Gordon is from London. She says it's hot there.
Yeah.
It's hot here too.
Okay, so Flower Field by Estella in all 3 sizes. And this is you didn't even have to, it comes this way.
Didn't have to fix it.
Yeah, sometimes from PS. Did I cut that? All right, and from our birthday boy, we've got Rosie lace, because, he's keeping consistent with, well, actually, I think I added lace into it. He just called it Rosie, and I was like, well, I'm going to keep it lacy like he has been. So, this is the 9x12, and then a little bit larger pattern in the 8x10. And again, it was one of those things where it was like, shrinking it down to the 5x7, Again, I will always say that if it's something that you really want, email me. Let me know. It's not that it can't happen. It's just usually we're kind of like, well, we know it's going to sell well either in an 8x10 or a 9x12.
Yeah, I need the big one.
Right, and Yolande bringing us more architecture funness here. Woo. I mean, you got all, doesn't it make you feel like you're going down the tunnel?
It officially hit 94 in London, which is absolutely unheard of.
Yeah. And then they don't have AC like we do. Yeah, isn't that? And then so 8x10 and 9x12. Isn't that one fun? I can't wait to see what she does with it.
I can't either. And see, right now I don't have a plan for that, but I love the design.
Yeah. All right. So, and what did you say? Duafe? Is that what the combs?
Yes.
Now, be sure to ask for your bits. You may or may not get that, but if I'm holding the order, then yes, you will. But you need to make sure you tell people, I want my outer bits. But aren't those awesome? So you can get the stamps and you can get the masks. And make sure you ask for your outer bits, and then you have like something fun to play with there, because those can be fun. This is great stuff to cut out and make Frankenstencil thingies with as well. By Paula Duafe, I believe. Yes. Yes, Yolanda is here. All right, and to continue out the African theme from Paula, she has the mud cloth in 9x12 and then 8x10. So you can make some really, I don't know if y'all have seen, but Paula has been posting some just awesome, well, she's always posting awesome things over there, but some of this, now you'll be like, oh, now it's available.
I need the big one.
Okay. Huh? There's, okay, in the bathroom, in our bathroom, and then hanging up there is your blue one, if you want to put it on. The one I like. I don't know where your light blue one is. Well, I can help you. Are you gonna put it on now? Okay, we'll go get it. Sorry.
Life happens.
All right, more fun mark making ability patterns. This one is from Joan Miron. And this is Glyph Style 1. I called it Glyph Style 1 because there's probably going to be more of them that come out. If you have some of the stamps, you will recognize some of the pattern in this. So very cool. And it comes in the 9x12 and the 8x10. And more stuff that you didn't have to cut out. It just comes that way. That one's from Joni. Glyph Style 1. And last but not least, we've got Gothic. What did she say? It was Gothic Charm. And it comes in the 9x12. This is from Becky. Isn't that trippy? Kind of like little mouths, or, you know, it's spiky. It's a little bit, you know, it's edgy, y'all.
It's very spiky.
And the 8x10. So there we go. Look at that. I mean,
I like the 8x10 on that one.
Okay.
Because I think that with the edge cut like that, you need that little border.
And I think this would be a fun one too, that you could come in and as you work with it, because these are gonna, you know, probably fill up pretty quick, but you could even come in and start cutting in and doing some other fun stuff. Like you can alter this one.
Because you have lots of space there.
Yes, there's ability to alter it. And I think that we encourage that. And I know Becky's she encourages these things as well.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. There we go. That is the product launch for July. All available at pmartiststudio.com. Now, moving on to this month. Okay, let me tell you about the birthday. That isn't what we're doing. That came to mind. Okay, over on Makers, we have the Misfit Scrap Swap that you can sign up for. That is put on by Rhonda. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you might be new. That's fantastic. We love you. Thank you for being new and hanging about with us. If you aren't over in Makers, that's the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. That's Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you want, there's going to be links both in the chat. There's always links down below. Please answer the questions. But then if you want to sign up for swaps, that's where you do it. Rhonda's in charge of the Misfit Scrap Swap. Becky is in charge of the, you know, it's usually like a make and swap kind of thing. So this month is journal cards or journal tags, I believe is what the
I read that yesterday.
Yes. There we go. Pocket envelope is what she used as a hashtag. There you go. That's fun stuff. And then we have the color combo put on by Carrie. That's Carrie the Crafter, and Paula and Estella, because Estella puts together the postcard. This postcard is put together by me because I change it up because I have a particular, because I'm particular, and I've come up with this little thing that I like to, you know, put my stuff here and make a little sample card. So don't, you know, there are postcards that you can download from Makers. these are the colors this month. And if you want to take a screenshot, you can do that too. We'll go over that here in just a bit. Is that everything? Oh, and then Eddie, our birthday boy, the king of the nerd, also has collage prompts for the month of July, which is create a mixed media ocean themed collage. Post your creation to Makers and other social media sites using the hashtag Makers Collage Prompt JUL.
Those little penguins would work mighty fine
they
for
would.
that.
And we have also a ton of ocean themed things over there at PM Artist Studio. And you could even, if you wanted to make it mystical ocean themed business, you can.
Covered.
We got Merman and Whatnot by Paula. There's a whole bunch of things. Ocean.
Are they all under ocean related?
They are. They
so
should
you
be.
Don't have to.
They should
like
be.
Muck about.
All right. So, that all being said, man, look at that. In under 30 minutes, I have covered all of that.
You're amazing.
Woo!
I'd still be at it.
I know you would. We'd still be looking at some of these designs and her thoughts about what she wants to do with them, what you can do with them, who
Which
wants
will change
to do.
immediately.
But just, cut some things up. I'm going to have a little sip. Y'all need to hydrate, okay?
I have to be careful or I'll have to take a potty break in between the action.
Well, that's okay. You're allowed. Oh, and Eddie already has a video out. Look at him. So does, I am sure. Oh, yes. I know Carrie does. So if you want more about the color prompts, he has his video out. And then Eddie, he has his video. There are the links in chat. Hey, look at me getting things done here. All right. Now, typically whenever we come up and do the, when we're doing the collage prompt, or sorry, color combo, and I do my thing with it, that's usually on Monday. But P, I need her, much like I do with a lot of things. I need her abilities on the gel plate. So I thought this was a great launch. And when I was talking with Anne, y'all know we've kind of been dropping little hints about what's going on, and you knew it was going to be postcards in our patriotic protesting postcards, right? Plus, we love a good alliteration. Eddie's video came out before Carrie's. He was very impressed by that. Good job, Ed. All right. We're going to do these, like, okay. Sorry, my brain is like, and I'm distracted by you. What are you doing over there? And I need you to pay attention because I want you to pay attention so you know what's going on.
my water folder. I was going to share it, but you're just being such a poopy diaper head. I'm not going to.
Okay. We got to focus here, lady, as I need you, as I mentioned. I have printed my first one, and it's so funny because when we were talking about this and I was telling P about it, and I was like, oh, I'd already said we were going to do these ATCs with Anne. And then I was like, but I think postcards would be better, and I would like to bring in songs through, over time. And it was funny because not only did this was the first one came to mind to me, This Land Is Your Land by Woody Guthrie. And I knew I wanted it on the list for sure. It was the first one. And then it was P's first song that she's like, oh, do you have that on? And I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. Because yes, I do. And I printed these out with the laser printer onto 32-pound hammer mill in hopes that we can get some transfers. It just so happened also, I'm telling you, these things it comes together. And these are the lyrics of the song, and I have others. There'll be more coming up. See, look, more. I'm gonna tease those. Y'all just have to come back to see more of those. But in this particular one, there is a line in there because this month the mark making is diamonds. And in the song it says, I followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts. How about that? And then, because it's from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters,
This land was made for you and me.
Look at the colors in the redwood forest. And I didn't print out any Gulfstream waters, but let me tell you, deep teal is Gulfstream waters. If it ever has been.
And if you go to Alaska, that's the color of the water in the Kenai River.
There you go. And if you want roads throughout, because that's another thing, so there's your black. We've got, there's just so much. So we're going to try to do this. I don't know how abstract or how much collage or whatever, but the number one thing I want to see, and I've also made additional copies just because we may need them, because we're going to do a transfer, y'all, to see what he can do. Now, also in my, endeavors, my best one was Adobe Acrobat PDF normal letterhead settings. See, these other ones got kind of weird, especially with the
the green. Yeah, that's almost olive.
Yeah, so I'm not giving you those, but I wanted y'all to see that, it took me a couple of times on this particular one to get it to where, like, what was being, what I knew to be true, especially on the screen, to printed out versions. So, there we are. Then. Yes. I can print out another one of these, but I want you to have this because these are the colors that we need to kind of keep to, which shouldn't be a problem because the other funny thing is if you missed some of the streams last week, that's pretty much exactly what she was doing. I also printed out a case. Let me cut these up. I'm going to move the camera, and then I'm going to get you, and I don't know if you want these to pull with. This, we might as well keep it postcard. We don't have to, but, ideally, I guess. And then let me cut those. I'm going to move the camera. 1 second. Oh. Hang on.
Oh, it's pretty good. You just flipped off one little crap tape there.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm going to turn it. Hey, that's pretty good. Your other stuff is kind of crooked, but I'm not going to obsess about that too much.
I'm straightening it up.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, and I like this kind of crappy edge on this thing over here. It looks pretty good. It sort of surrounds us. Yeah, that.
Okay. Now, I'm also kind of questioning my whole thought on, whether we need the lines, but you could wipe those up or, we tear them off or whatever. We'll just see how that goes. I'm going to leave that as is. You got 6.
That's good.
Because I want to keep my other one. So 6 chances to get this right.
I don't know, Jenkins with a little shot of this one.
Oh, you know what it is?
About right.
Oh, that's so funny. So Lizzie Jean said you may want to change your butcher paper. It looks like you had chocolate chip cookies. You know what it is? It's the little baby doing the wall.
Oh yeah,
and she burned it.
She did.
She burned it. But yes, you are right. I do need to change my paper. All right, so here are the song lyrics. And here are 2 picture options to play with a little bit. I would say get your plate maybe kind of warmed up with the words. And if it's going well, then you could do the pictures. What y'all think? Okay, hello Julia, and hello to everybody else that has come in. I am sorry, I know I was handling business at the beginning of the stream, so now would be a great time to give some extra hello hands If you haven't given those thumbsy upsies, please do. I see that there are some of y'all that haven't, so if you would, thumbsy upsy. And then let me know, yes, that you're here. Hello, Jerry.
Doing a little mixing on the plate there.
Okay. Now keep in mind, on Monday, this coming Monday, I will be building the postcard out. I just need P to get after it here and help me out, like with this whole gel printing part of it. Because that's what she do.
That's what she do.
Mm-hmm. No, they do not need to be printed in reverse for the gel plate. Because remember, they will go down in reverse. And then when you pull them back up, they will be proper. Let me tell you, we had this conversation, P and I. And even if it was backwards, I wouldn't care. Like, that's not... The words being proper is not necessarily the point in the art. Hello, Lorraine. Oh, and hello, Margie. Hey, Liz. Oh, it's Canada Day. Happy Canada Day. Y'all, we got you Canadians here. I know that.
Alrighty.
Hello, Hope. Welcome.
See
Hello,
what
Christy
happens
Hartman.
here.
I'm just so glad the names are back. It's the handle business that was not handling well.
What made it come back? No one knows.
Just YouTube doing their things.
Bitching and
Maybe people were like, hello, what are you doing to me? Like, this.
I don't know. The green's probably a little on the
green
side.
That's okay. This is gonna be one of those things where we're gonna see how it all works. We get what we get. We don't throw a fit. Things work out. Wonderful. If not, then we can use that too, and I can alter those colors if need be, or just not use part of it. It's an option.
I think that looks bloody splendid.
Of course you do. Now you just obliterated the words.
No, there's
the transfer onto the plate. There was a little bit there.
Well, there wasn't that much.
She's not focusing on the right thing.
I'm not giving her.
I may have to be doing gel printing on Monday. I was also prepared for that. See? Now you can pull that on one of the blank cards. Perhaps. Or just, a little picky uppy. Maybe onto tissue or something. I don't know. But I gave you the cards just in case you wanted to. That would be Gulfstream. Mm-hmm. Hello, Paige. See?
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It looks cool.
A little more stuff up here at the top. The shoreline.
Oh, and then as far as P's book is concerned, we are going... Oh, you're going to show some pages here in a little bit.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons we couldn't do... I think that looks really...
I like that. Here, give me that so that way you don't accidentally grab it and do something else to it.
Here's some more. This one's ever so slightly liquid. It did lose some of it, but you got some nice Gulfstream.
Yeah. Now, what I would like on your next round of things, can you please do whatever you want with that green? Just can we get rid of it? And then stick to your turquoisey color and then the orangey color, because I like that a lot. That's just the green I can't deal.
Well, I don't know about that.
Now, the first blue that you put down there, that was the Jackson's mix, right?
Yeah, phthalo turquoise.
Phthalo turquoise. The other day, somebody had asked about it, and I could not remember the name of the phthalo turquoise. But it's Jackson's Studio, their paints, I believe. Wonderful, Alice. She's getting in the spirit. I love that.
Now look at that.
That's kind of the ticket we're looking for there. Yes, indeedy. And did you see the transfer?
Did y'all see it before I whipped this paper down on here?
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Not that that's going to matter all that much, but.
Oh, Monroe's very excited about the dragons. No, we just got quiet. Sorry. I was reading and then P's, concentrating on
her when I'm doing this.
Her splendid gel printing.
That's what I've got Mariah for. She's the chatty one.
I am the chatty one, but I was reading. So. I know, Liz. That's lovely. She's very proud of herself. And look at these. You've gotten a transfer almost on every single one of them.
Yeah, really.
It's because she's not paying attention to it.
Because I'm not paying attention to it. Okay, I'm going to put this up because I'd like to pull this with something. Okay. And I don't want to muck it about. So we'll just,
She did say muck it about.
Muck it.
Yeah.
About.
Clear them.
Oh, Lordy, I've got all these.
You got things to pull over there?
No. But, I mean, I need to put something down on this.
Ooh.
That's kind of the colors.
A little bit. I told you were using the colors the other day. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, was it like, and she didn't know.
I didn't know.
Because I don't tell her anything. Because if you tell her, she's going to slip up and tell y'all things.
Tell y'all things. Okay. Well, let's get something down here on this so that we can, perk this dude up. Because we still got some more things over here. We'll see if we can, Okay. So, I'm loving
oh,
this.
bye, Sophia. Thanks for hanging.
The edges are going to be wonderful on this, so I've got to get a whole sheet going here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking we're going to go with a very neutral color so we maintain what we've got going on out here. I don't want necessarily white, so I'm thinking beige.
Beige.
4009 in Lucas Krill Heavy Body. This is good stuff.
Hello, Joni. We showed all the stencils and things at the beginning. Hello, Karen. Welcome to those of you that have come in. Do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't already. And if you're watching in replay, let us know down in the comments below. And get chatty, please.
Okay. I'm just putting this down on here. This really wasn't something I planned on doing today, but
it was there. Which means
it was there.
We'll probably need the plate. Maybe. I don't know. Hi, Lori.
I'm probably not gonna. This is gonna be a long dry.
Yeah, because it's been on there a few days, so. The pull color needs to get acquainted with the others.
Yes, it do.
Oh, I know. We did our garden work late yesterday. It was still ridiculously hot. And then finally had P come out because we've been planting some new things and switching some things out because we're just trying to figure out what is more drought tolerant around here. Basically what it kind of comes down to. And then P came out and helped water in things.
And fertilize.
And fertilize. Because she doesn't matter. She knows how to, you know, mix up the stinky stuff.
Fish emulsion.
It smells terrible out there, but it looks beautiful.
And the plants really like it. The only thing is if you live in an area where you have a lot of raccoons, fish emulsion is not what you want to use. My sister used it on her tomatoes one year.
And they just, like, it called all the raccoons to the yard.
And they came in and dug them all up going, "Where's the fish?" And then they were angry. Angry raccoons.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Paula. Thanks for hanging.
Look how cool that looks.
Oh, yes. That I know. Good news. Good news on that end, Ellen.
Alrighty. This has got some great.
Hello, Doc.
All right, we're going to put Mariah's stuff on hold for just a sec here.
That's all right.
I haven't forgotten about it, but I would like to not waste this wonderful
crackle
that we've got going on here. So we're going to interview. I don't know if that's the one I need.
Well, I kind of like the idea of that because it's, you know, spiky flowers and then it's cracking, but that's also beautiful too.
All right. So I did something yesterday because Mariah handed me this bottle of paint. And it was the tar gel Liquitex with basic black.
Remember when we were doing the experiment?
Yeah, so what I did is I added some more gel, airbrush medium. And so I got this really wonderful charcoal gray color.
Nice.
Yeah, just showing that I'm not going to use that.
She's not going to use it, but she wouldn't show you all
I
that.
want to show you. Okay, so what do we want here? We want some red.
Oh, the pinky hello hands. Okay, so it's also kind of tricky. Like, if you're on your mobile device, I struggle with it. Like, I'm like, okay, where are the YouTube? I want the YouTube emojis. Because that's where the pinky hello hand is. Hello, Robin. But, yeah, it is tricky to get to. And I don't always remember how to do it. Yellow hello hands work, too. Whatever. It's just fun to say. Hey, Jenny. See, Jenny found her pinky hello hand. There we go. Yep, thank you, April. I couldn't remember. Hope found them.
Okay, so the Ara Cadmium Deep Red. I think that's the one I used out there. Pretty sure. And this is Liquitex. Quinacridone Burnt Orange, but it also has in it airbrush medium. Just to help with the whole process of
Waiting for comments in my lightning bolt on that one.
You're not reading me the chat.
Sorry, I'm fixing something real quick, and I'll get back to being chatty in just a few seconds here, y'all.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Is it sticking?
Are you kidding me?
Oh, well, this gives us an opportunity to talk about what's sort of happening here. Goodness. It's dry today, maybe, in here, then.
It's also a new stencil.
Yes.
Okay, so, well, there's interesting results there.
Real sticky situation.
Okay, so we'll just leave that alone.
Mm-hmm.
Let that dry, put some other stuff on it. Yeah, that wasn't exactly what I anticipated working out there, but, you know.
Hello, Sunny. Okay, so basically what happened there, keep in mind when you have a brand new Yupo stencil, they are very sticky. Paint likes to get sticky to it. If you are going paint to paper, that's really when you need to watch out. But as the paint builds up on your stencil, that becomes less of an issue. If you are one of those folks or people that like to keep your stencils clean, this is going to be something you probably run into more often because the Yupo is meant to adhere to things. Like it's supposed to grab onto mediums. Thus, the paint gets really sticky and then it grabs onto the paper. And so if it is just at that like particular point, you're gonna have this where the paper sticks and you get that rip kind of fluffy business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is some stuff I was messing
Oh, bye,
with,
Christy. Thanks for hanging.
because you will see some of the prints here.
Oh, hey, Colleen.
Sure.
And Sunny is mad. Mad is Sunny.
All right, well, we got something there, and we got our stencil pretty well cleaned off. I mean, there's still some little... But once those things get paint on them, they're not going to be problematic. You know, the little
Right.
fuzzy spots.
Yeah.
No worries.
Eddie says, poor Rosie. She real hard go at her debut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, so what else we got going on here? We've got some more leftovers.
Leftovers.
Leftovers, and we're going to put Rosie right on top of them.
All right.
Rosie, you got to redeem yourself. Stop lollygagging here.
Right.
Get some stuff
Don't be so needy, Rosie.
Okay, well, you know, I was really liking that red. Nice, you know, opaque red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Now, before I just fall on the floor, you stupid paper, I don't care. Yeah, okay, I've got some lips here. We'll get some, we'll put rosy red lips on.
Oh, I love that. That's a fabulous, like, play on the whole thing.
Okay.
Your red paint's
So,
very dry.
My red paint is very dry, but we are going to fix that, and we're going to squirt out some.
Yeah. So we've had the air conditioning on, which removes moisture from the air. There
Juice
you go.
it up a bit.
Yeah. Matches my lipstick now. Hey, Carrie. No worries. We'll see you in the morning.
Rosie worked very nicely on the lips.
I said hello to Matthew. I said hello to Doc. And I know that Doc is Matthew because it's Doc Flamingo. See, now, now I know your handle. Can you handle it?
Now.
There's been a lot going on.
I don't mind if there's a little of that along the edge there.
But you don't need a big old...
I don't like the line so much.
Yeah.
I like mucky stuff.
Yeah.
But not the line. Okay, there we go. Now we need to that over here for a second. Spray her off.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That was a very nice tomatoey red with the transparent iron oxide. Okay, so we'll let this set a spell.
Yes, Lucy. If you have washi tape, that works well. If it's kind of if it isn't a hard break in it, and it's more of a if there's a little lip of an area,
okay, we'll let those
different
dry.
types of glue will work. But that's a little trickier. A lot of times it's just easier just to put a little piece of tape there, or if it lays down flat, you should be fine. Yeah, and depending on like the gel plate and how sticky it is, sometimes like you just, those moments happen.
Okay, I think, did I show you this already? Yeah, I think I did, because this is where the lines came from.
That's where the
on the other one. But some of these are new, and then that might look really great. Let's see about that. Oh yeah. Let's see, it's got some stuff going on here. But when you have a stencil like this, it has a lot of white
Yupo available.
Yes. So what's going to happen is out there where it hits that's going to be maintained.
Yeah.
So if I do an ombre where I've got red here in the middle, because I've already got some red here just from farting around, and then maybe go with some green here and here. Bring in the green to the outsides and carry the...
it's in there now, Yuta. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay,
yeah, it was there. It's just I didn't turn it on live.
I need to wait until...
but it's all good now.
I have a available stencil. Okay, so I was really inspired by Caleb's burnt edges. But I didn't want to be burning up here because I just knew for sure to set off the fire.
Yeah, that's good. Appreciate that.
And it's too blazing hot to do it outside, so this is my burnt look.
It's faux burnt.
Faux burnt. And plus, I'm not really sure if you want to be inhaling acrylic paint fumes from burning.
I mean,
probably isn't a great thing.
In fact, I was gonna tell Izzy, like, I think the next time she has like a
yeah, I made her stop because I was getting a headache from her, and she
was wearing the mask, which is great and all, but the rest of us are not. I'm thinking that maybe next time I hook her up underneath the vent hood.
Oh, yeah.
And then she can do it like on the skillet, because then the way she's not burning up my paper as well.
That's true.
And maybe what she should do is like make all of her things, and then she can do a whole session under the vent hood.
That's pulling it out.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Anyway, I made her stop last night because she was giving me a headache.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got this one too, and I really, I'm because I've got to do some backs on some of these. They're not finished, but I want you to see this because I think this is really, I did a brilliant job on this. What I did is I came in with my mix out in the this one, quinacridone nickel azo gold,
Oh, I love
and went
that.
ahead and did these lines in here.
See, and that goes with the color combo. See,
Show
the color combo card again.
Oh my goodness!
There's your submission. Look at that. Screen capture that, y'all.
Holy moly! And see, look, there's the.
Yeah, would you not? Don't do anything to that one. You just need to,
Yeah, I know. I'm showing it to you, and it's a good one.
It's a good one. It's got all of them.
Yeah, how about that? Okay, now this is the one you just saw the green goo on the edge. Well, that's what I did all the way around this and just tried to kind of bring some of it in to integrate that edge. I don't know if I love this, but I'm leaving it because I don't think everything has to be just like FB right now. And this one, I did similar. I went back in with the yellow here, just brushing it on. Then I did the blue here, and then I did a little bit of that one I just showed you, quinacridone. Isn't that fun? And then on this side,
you weren't too sneaky there, Diane. That's hilarious. Nightbot is our, it's just a setup bot for us that has scheduled posts throughout the stream, and then our mods or whomever actually can prompt Nightbot with some of the standard stuff that gets asked, or just some fun things too. Some fun things. That's who Nightbot is.
I just wanted to show you that because
I'm told you, the other day you spent almost an entire stream hitting the color combo.
I didn't even know what it was.
Didn't even know it.
Okay, so this is, and I'm not sure I'm loving the pink that's out there.
I don't mind it.
This was what was left over from.
That one looks very dimensional.
It does, doesn't it? It looks like you're peeking through a screen.
It's rusting out.
This side you've already seen because I picked up this edge here, but isn't that wonderful? Oh, but you haven't seen this on there. The little X's from Texas. Got quite carried away. Look at, isn't that gorgeous coloration there?
Yes, that looks rusty.
Does, doesn't it? And then this one, I love this one.
Yeah.
And then this side with the crosses. And now this, I need to keep this out because I think this needs some more something. And this might be it.
Oh, I like that.
I do too. So we'll just put that right up there. All right, Mariah doesn't want me to do anything to this. And I did show you this. This, I just, put the green gold down and went over the whole thing. And then around the edges on this one, I took and put some of this mixture, the quinacridone nickel azo gold with the airbrush medium added. This is really great stuff, especially if you don't want to end up with a really hard line or something, because it's loosey-goosey enough that you can blend it out.
Right.
And I think that edge really...
That looks great.
Really shows that. Okay, so these are all finished.
We're going to be sorting papers tonight, and then hopefully we'll be able to get with Tegan tomorrow. I need to set a time. But you said you were going to be going out and about for a little bit tomorrow.
Yeah.
Plus, yeah. Okay.
Okay, so those are all finished. Now, I've got some here that we're going to work with.
Yes, the messy palette is Diane, or Di. She has other names.
Now, this one is, you can see it's a brayer off.
Yes, that one's very
busy.
And
then it's a flop off. And then it's a cleanup.
It's so many things.
And this is also a cleanup.
It's all the things.
It is. But I think that this will look really great on top of it.
Yes.
Okay. So So we've got our stencils. We've
You got
got
some
our
plans. I love it. Look at us showing and
Now,
using
if
product in the same
just-
stream.
Just if I can find a show plate that's available. Okay, that may be kind of a bit of a whip here. Let's see. Oh,
People are excited.
are they excited?
And Eddie
Well,
says,
I don't think
mark the date and time.
Rose. We probably won't get much of Rose, but
You know,
I think it's okay.
she gave what she whispered.
She's
whispering.
represented over yonder here. Okay. Yeah. I'm loving this. Okay, so we're going to. Sometimes it's really hard for me to figure out which. Trying to avoid that green.
There's a lot out there.
Well, I was, I didn't want to waste any of my
Very.
paint, so I just painted it on the edge of this.
Uh-huh.
It'll work for something, maybe not for what we're doing right now, but yeah, for something. All right, so what do we want to do here? We want to get some yellow-green down here. We want to get some more
Red.
darker, I think
You
black.
said red.
Yeah, I know I said red, but
That's
I
not
don't
what
know.
she's saying now.
That's not what I'm saying now. And I think the same color green down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Where's my paper? Okay, so we want some of this green.
Mm-hmm.
Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't just want that. Okay, where is my...
I had not anticipated that
Carbon
Rosie was going to be
black.
so controversial.
Who? Rosie?
Rosie. That she would,
Rosie.
have so many things.
Hey, I know I've got black in this, but where the...
Jenkins is being yelled out. Did you say Jenkins?
I did.
Mm.
And I don't, I know I have black in that. I just don't know why I can't find it there.
Oh, it's Cheryl. I don't know.
Raw umber.
It's really not a big deal.
Raw umber here. I don't know.
And especially once the paint gets onto the stencil, it's definitely not a big deal.
What?
It's just when it's brand new, there is somewhat of a noticeable difference between, because, the blades that cut the stencils, obviously, so there's a little lip. So, very little. So you've got Jenkins, burnt umber, and then Jenkins. Switched it around. Look, did you see that Brayer maneuver?
Did you see that Brayer maneuver?
That's some stuff right there. That's professional.
Because
She's been Brayering a long time.
too late.
She
Okay, once you've got it down, it's going to be fine.
Yeah. You better move it.
I know it, and
Are
I've
you
got it just
flopping
the
off?
opposite of what I want to
Well, you need to flop off
happen
then.
here. I
Yeah.
needed to flop off,
Well, flop it off.
and
I think there's enough paint there that
I'm hoping there's enough paint there that we're
Yeah.
not going to get a repeat
situation.
performance.
we don't want mud cloth acting like Rosie. We only need one of those a stream.
Well,
Something.
I don't know if that's the end all be all, but I'm okay with it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's really the only time it would matter is when it's brand new. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sucker side down. Again, not a super big deal. I still don't really understand it. I mean, I do. In theory, I do.
What are you talking about?
The right side, wrong side stencil situation.
Well, I just noticed that it does make a difference.
A little bit.
Especially when you're first starting out. Cool looking, right?
Yeah.
Not done yet, folks.
Yeah. Well, it's more of a feel. You can feel it more than you can see it.
This is burnt umber light.
Yeah. Because even good eyeballs,
An India yellow hue.
That seems right, Eddie. That seems right. Yeah. I take them away from P.
What?
So Diane says, if your stencils are still white, you are not using them enough.
Yeah, I have to make sure mine have something on them because Mariah comes along and
Takes them away.
kidnaps them. Never to be seen again. Unless I steal them back.
Oh. Well, yeah, so that would be pretty tricky. She has she didn't have a lot of feeling in her fingertips.
Oh.
So, yeah. Don't worry about it, Cheryl.
Getting some really nice edges on my edging paper.
Don't feel silly at all. Mm-mm. Ooh, that looks fabulous. That looks like some of the stuff that Paula was doing. Yeah.
Looks very,
Mud clothy.
Mud clothy. Mud clothy. Okay, I'm lighting that. I'm going to just put this back down out here. Sort of in the same place.
That's right. No,
we can get a little residual going on here with some nickel azo.
Got some brown hearts from Eddie. Nickel azo gold from Golden in the fluid.
And a squirt of dioxazine purple that has had medium added to it.
Airbrush, maybe.
Airbrush medium.
Maybe. Other stuff, too.
It just says plus mediums.
Plus, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
I've noticed when you say that, I'm like, I think
that
those are the ones that are of the, mixed mediums.
Now, I'm hoping that there's going to be a little bit of paint still kind of coming loose on the on the stencil here. We shall see. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that looks cool. I always love it when that happens.
Oh, the transfer from the brew? Yeah. Now, don't forget about my stuff. But I know you got another stencil and another paper you want to alter too, but I just don't want you to forget about me. Hi, Susan.
Susan Gantz?
No, Susan Dufresne.
Hello, sis. We've got lots of Susans.
We do have a lot of Susans.
Just trying to get that paper colored a little bit there on the edge where it had that white. Okay.
Oh, bye, Devin. Thanks. You too.
Oh, I swear. We have another sticky paper situation. Here, I'm just going to absolutely. Well, we do, but it's not to the degree of the other one. But now look at this cool stuff
like
going
flocking
on here. Yeah. A little bit flocky.
Oh, she's been here. Okay. Well, I'm sorry I missed you. Susan Dufresne. She
Oh.
says she's been here.
She's been here, now she's leaving.
No, she's staying.
Oh, she's staying.
She just, said something, and then I was like, "Hey, Susan." Yeah. Do we make our own bracelets? P makes most of the bracelets.
I did make, yes.
Yeah.
I actually made this one from a paper towel roll. Oh, this stencil was looking so wonderful.
This one was made by Rhonda. This one, P just got at the thrift store the other day, and I'm quite loving it. It really looks fabulous with the, shirts. And then most of these she made, and then she was really sweet. She did it, not happily, but she did it. I bought this bracelet. Like, it was just one of those kind of cheesy, costume jewelry, but it had the stretchy things. I don't like stretchy things because they pinch me, and I'm kind of a furry girl. So they also pull my hairs when they pinch me. And she was very nice, and then even put some other fancy beads with it. So
it was quite the ordeal.
Yeah. It's because my mom loves me.
I guess we'll just go with that until better informed.
Till other information comes in. It keeps me going. Lizzie Jean cleaned up her studio and found 15 different pairs of scissors. Girl. So Izzy, she had, in one of her little boxes of things, she had 2 pairs of scissors stuffed away in there. Mm-hmm.
She has no compunction at all about just
Yeah. Now, one pair was actually her pair, and then one pair was a pair that I had been looking for.
Okay, we're going to just have to let that do some drying.
Some drying.
And see, what. Oh, there's a nice little piece of Yupo out there.
Hey, Sherry.
I don't know where that's from. Okay, what do I have here that I can pull off and get some? Let's see if this is. Okay, I think this should be. It still feels a little cool, but I'm thinking we can do it. Because I need this plate. Now you can see we've got a lot of pan pastels out here.
Oh, that's right. This was some of the pan pastel stuff. That's why this is kind of doing different than, I'd forgotten. This was like, the other day.
But, this is not going to affect its ability. Because remember, I printed over and I didn't. Caleb today was so cute. He said,
Hello,
I asked him if he'd done anything with his gel plates. And he said, no, he had to clean and organize his room. Took him 2 days.
Yes. And hello, is it Delina or Delina? My Texan self really wants to say Delina. But I don't want to be rude either.
Look at that.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, I wish I could. But I just pulled it, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get some stuff.
Deline. Oh, okay. I like that too. Oh, Delina. Okay. Delina.
Delina. Got it.
Got it. Thank you. Did you get anything on it? Maybe a little spot. You got. Oh, good gosh. See, I'm gonna have to print out a new one. Tainted
You
it.
told me it was okay.
I know. Sometimes I say things
That aren't so.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
For
you all
everybody's
heard it right here.
for everybody's benefit.
Open, not open, closed, heavy body, titanium white by golden.
I think Paula's in bed or eating pizza. I don't know if she's like with us while doing those things or if she was gonna come back after doing those things. But I know that information.
Okay. Try this one more time.
That'll do you. There we go. Do you like some shortbread? It's little cookie things, right? Is that what you wanted?
Well, it kind of obliterated it, but
Well, wasn't that kind of where you were?
It wasn't, you know, what I wanted it to be anyway.
Yeah. Emma's also in her bed eating pizza. I guess it's pizza night.
Yeah, we can still add some more interest to that eventually.
And we should order pizza. I do kind of want pizza.
Okay, so we're going to let this dry.
Okay. Won't or want to?
And I don't know how much that other stuff is going to come up. I think probably very little.
Right.
But
who knows?
Don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
But most likely no.
All right. So let's get back to Mariah's with a smaller plate here.
Yeah, I think that's probably better.
Okay, so we want to do trees now, right?
Yes, but I would like the trees to be more in like the orangey brown because they're redwoods.
Okay.
That was my thought.
So, do you think burnt umber?
No, I don't. I very rarely think burnt umber.
Well, we're going to think a little bit burnt umber.
Okay. I really wish you wouldn't ask me. Well, I want you to just do what you do. Because
well, I was just, you know,
checking if I was gonna have the right answer or not.
If you're gonna have the right answer.
It wasn't.
Dang sure didn't.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, see, you have to have a little.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not the tangerine, but I am okay with that because it kind of, again, I think that, like, with the color combo, we're going to have some of the exact colors and then some that are within the wheelhouse. And remember, this is for my first postcard that I will be doing on July 8th, because that's the next coming Monday. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I mean, already it'll be the 8th. Will be my first Monday in July. So I will be using some of what P's doing here, or creating for me, to create my postcard. Now, do you want any of these pieces and parts? She'll probably do hers off camera, because she'll get real detailed with it, I would assume. Is that true?
Well, we didn't get a transfer per se.
No.
Some lovely.
Hey, we can use that.
Lovely, you know, maybe it looks like everything's on fire.
I didn't expect, well, I don't know which one you used because I wasn't paying attention because I was chatting.
Oh, well, here's the other one.
Yeah, then it's probably not going to transfer at all.
Oh.
It might. I mean, what you really should do, yes. I think you're going to have better luck with that for some reason. There are certain colors that do work better for the laser print image transfers. Mm-hmm. She was here earlier, Becky, but then she's out with her daughter. And then keep in mind, actually, one of those. Well, I'm pretty sure that was a laser print, because some of those pictures actually may not be. Did I cut up all? No, that's right. Because I didn't
cool
cut
that
that
paper's looking.
That is very cool.
Well, I mean,
I didn't expect that.
A little bit of a tree thing going on there, but I mean, still, I think that looks cool.
So one of the things about that particular one, and I knew it really wasn't going to do it, because that was like just the color image, and I didn't do anything to it. In order for a laser print, your like homemade laser print, or even one that you get at like if you go to the copy store or wherever, you need to make sure that they have their settings set to best. You need as much toner out there as possible. The other thing is you need it to be as high contrast as possible. That's why the first one was probably more likely to work, but that had more to do with the paint type and how much she had out there. Because it's like you just need a thin layer, you need to kind of get it down there and then come up. It's tricky. Yes, it is a new haircut. It's a little more extreme than I wanted, but it's all right. It's summertime. But see, when you have text or 100% of the black toner that's down, you're gonna get a transfer. And see, and I love that.
Oh, there's a whole lot of messy stuff going on here. This is a really sticky one.
Yeah.
So.
Also, is that I think what's down there is pan pastel, isn't it?
Yeah.
So most likely whatever that is isn't coming up. You have 30 minutes. No, thank you on the 20-foot drifts. Yeah, that's crazy.
No, but here, I want you to see this. Can you see how it's shining where the print is?
Mm-hmm. You probably get another print off of it.
If I let this dry, I can most likely get another print off of this. And use a gel plate that isn't like totally mucked up.
Helpful.
Always helpful. I don't know if I have any of those right now. All of them seem to have some sort of crap on them. That one does, but see, it's not covering the whole plate. I've got a mighty fine brayer off here. With all the relevant colors on it.
It is. I think that looks fabulous too. That could be torn up and utilized, or you can try to get another print from it.
I want to try to get another print from it before I do anything else. Okay, I've used everything that you gave me.
Okay. Then you're off the hook.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep this one.
Okay.
But I'll give you this one. Got some good color on it.
It does.
This one actually does too. It's just, you know, doesn't have the turquoise. Okay, so let's see what we've got over here that we can pull up. Yeah, this one. Piece of Yupo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and hi, Estella.
Oh, this cracks me up. Got a froggy green.
Mm-hmm.
Organic edge here. Check it out. Flip that over and glue it down. It'll look like foliage.
Foliage?
Foliage.
I don't know what that is. I think you should be
It's
careful.
The French word for foliage.
Oh, this is the okay. Mm-hmm.
Now just look how absolutely gobsmacking wonderful that is.
Just playing with her foliage.
Well, that kind of went poopy brown there. Oh well, we'll muck about with that at a later date.
Okay.
Okay, so we do have a lot of, but I think I can avoid most of the swampy.
The
Swampy aspects of this gel plate here.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, so we've got this and we want to add a bit more interest to it. And I'm thinking, let's do sure. This is where you're...
Oh, Doc found the pinky hello hands. Well done.
Okay, so it's going to be kind of tricky up there at the top, but I think down here at the bottom we're going to do just fine.
No, a lot of them don't.
What?
In the UK, they don't have AC in their houses.
We didn't in Anchorage, and one summer we had to go buy some fans. But okie dokie here. I want transparent because I want to be able to see what's going on
That's okay.
through this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I do want it to be kind of in roundsies.
Oh, what's that?
Prussian blue.
Liquid text, but airbrush medium has been added to it.
The placement of the paint is very important. You should take a screenshot of this to know how to do this in the future.
Professional. Oh, Lizette said that, Patricia, you were so graceful with the paints. See, if she came back and read that and I hadn't told her that, she'd be upset.
Thank you. Application is,
Yes.
you know, do it with a flourish. Oh my gosh, that is just absolutely, I know that Mo is just doing little
Happy
mental
dances.
cartwheels there.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on in this stream. She's got things. She's handling business.
She's handling business
Yeah,
like
she
a
is.
pro. That's my Mo. Well, we kind of obliterated our print.
That happens sometimes.
It does happen, but there's still some of it there.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at how interesting that is.
That's pretty trippy.
I just wish, you know, there'd been more of that.
Yeah.
Right there. But I still like it, and I would never be able to replicate that again. But
What are you doing?
well, I'm just kind of buffing out some of those little blobby blue spots.
Okay.
Quite nice, I think. And the other side, I mean, just, yeah. It's a good one. And I like this one, but again, I think we need to add something just ever so slightly more interesting to this, along the same lines as what we just did here. But I think what I will do is use some of this.
Oh, Mimi saw cave drawings in that.
Oh.
This is the Jackson's phthalo blue, right?
Phthalo turquoise.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, ma'am, it is. I failed to get that all over my finger. I don't know why it is.
This is the little leaves, if you're wondering what that design is. By Carrie. She did that in the last stream, right?
No, I didn't do this. I think I did it
after. Okay. Ooh, look at that, though. There you go. Good job, Patricia.
I know, and I've still got something.
Yeah, more to do there.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, this side also needs something, but I just thought, oh wow, this is such a good pickup here for a blank side.
Getting lots of oohs and ahs with that. Yeah, that
was a good one, wasn't it?
And I like, because you did. She was being kind of cheeky about it, but the placement of the paint and doing those dots and then rolling it out the way that she did, and understanding that the amount of paint that you have down there is probably going to get you 2 pulls, because you want that first one the way that it is, and that requires kind of that amount of paint. And that's very trippy. I can't believe it. It looks that, like, speckledy. That would be very hard to repeat.
Yes, that would be extremely difficult to repeat.
Part of the reason, let's just talk about that for a second. Part of the reason that she's getting the speckled that she has there is that she pulled that first one with paint to paint.
See, this, and remember, I just did the white one just a few minutes ago, and it's not going to take
paint in the same way.
The same way. Now, this was a blank piece of paper on the back side
Right.
of this, right?
But the texture you're getting is basically a transfer from that first pickup and leave behind from that one. Yeah.
Yuppers. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. Okay, now what do I have here? I think I've actually managed to paint every single one that I wanted to today. No, I have not. Take that back. Forget that.
Now, Stella says that I should scan that one for a printable. Can you hold the one back in?
This one?
Because I have a little set kind of going. I don't have enough quite yet, but you got to get it all the way in frame. And, you know, down. There you go. Your thumb out of the way. Thank you. Perfect.
Okay. So we've got this thing. And we've got what are these called?
These are called spiky flowers by Sophia, and there's matching stamps.
Okay, all right. So I want to do something here.
Now, please keep in mind this is kind of one of those ones that it is still kind of dainty, so you will want to be careful when, you know, pulling it up from the plate, especially when it's brand new, all that kind of business.
There is that.
Yeah.
Look how cool my brayer off looks over here.
It's very cool.
I shall endeavor not to muck that about.
Okay.
Extra squeeze, new stencil. I also want it really juicy so I don't have a repeat performance of the other two that I've used today. And this is also heavy body. It's not as sticky as the fluid or high flow.
Ooh, this is very pretty. Did you say what color it was?
I did, but I will say it again in just a minute.
Oh, I hope that.
Okay, that was a total water haul.
Oh, she's just going to go all in on that. Okay. If the one thing doesn't work, just, you know.
Yeah. Just do the other thing.
It's the beauty of the live stream for sure.
What?
I was just
see all the oopsies?
Yeah, Lizzie Jean was like, "Oh, it's funny because there's there's conversation going on in chat, and then bam, there's a wowsy print,
and then there's a crap one, and
yeah, and then we just carry on our conversation. And then there's not sure what's happening here, but it's not there yet.
It isn't, but you know what? I like it. I still like it. And what I'm going to do...
I love what's happening on the plate. That's pretty cool. It's kind of
Cool.
interesting.
Now, I want to use that on that side, so I'm going to just go ahead and put this down here.
Okay, I don't think you're
Give
going to get
another
a lot.
little... I don't think it's going to make a hill of beans difference here, but, it'll add something.
Oh, Delana, we're right across from each other. Yeah, we're in the same place.
Okay, so we've got that out there. Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave that on there and let that dry.
Oh Oh, and thanks, Mo. Yeah, there's a studio tour if you're kind of interested
Or
in.
I could just go ahead and pull it. I mean, you know, it's not like it's really super cool.
Oh, I think it's pretty cool, but.
All right, let's take some clear.
Mm-hmm.
What side do I have that I need to work on here? Okay, I need that side, but I don't want that. I want to do something on that one.
Oh, bye, Diane.
Okay, this is a mix of who knows what. It says gloss glaze plus 7 drops of quin magenta.
It's a mix.
Okay, we're just gonna pull this up because I think it's gonna be some kind of cool stuff. Getting some really good edges. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Uh-huh. See, that's collage material. We call that addibles. One of these days it's going to really take on. Addibles.
Okay. We need to allow that to do some ruminating there.
Well, Karen, he's the king of the nerd, so I don't know.
Well, now I just had, you know.
He's kind of the owner.
Give it a little interview here and see if we like this.
Meh.
See, I really don't, because I really do want to maintain some of this design.
Yes, Rosie.
And that is why I wanted this one. But Rosie, you ain't it, honey bunny.
Bring you back later, Rosie.
Not to worry. Okay, well, we still have some Rosie here. I don't know what we're gonna just have to do something here, folks.
Mm-hmm.
How much time do I have left?
12 minutes.
Well, this is not going to.
Oh yeah, Doc, you gotta go over and check out our PM-isms. Get note up on all the lingo. So here, this is kind of funny. I think you'll think it's funny. I don't know if it just made me think of it. Anyway, so you know how I like watching the crazy cult knitting lady? Like that really is her name. I think it's the she's crazy cult knitting lady. Anyway, she's hilarious.
She is.
She's kind of intense. Sometimes I'm like, oh god. I have a lot of emotions whenever like listening to her stuff. But anyway, so there's like kind of a checklist of culty things, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of curious. Like, you know, we've got a group. We do our things. We have. Yeah. So it's good to know where you're at on the status of your cultiness. And so I was kind of curious about that. But we didn't hit a majority of them. There were a few that I was like, okay, well, that's a little bit. But, you know, I guess kind of any group is going to.
Okay, this is dioxazine purple in high flow.
Mondays are my days. And then P eats peanuts and sort of reads chat. Watches her brushes if she needs to.
Other maintenance things.
She doesn't show her face on Mondays. Mainly because she, gives me dirty looks. And she doesn't want to, brush her hair. Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably still wearing the same t-shirt from the day before.
Yeah. Which is, oh, that's all right. Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do here is I've got to keep brayering here because it's getting, kind of wishy-washy on me, and I want to. All right, that came off so nice.
It looks fabulous in that color. I want a bathroom that, you know, I think bathrooms sometimes are like this. What am I trying to say here? I love a good bathroom.
For me too.
It's like they can be decorated so nicely. I mean, I have taken pictures of like really nice hotel bathrooms and stuff because I'm like, this is a nice bathroom.
Mariah is a bathroom checker from way back when she was a child.
This is a really nice bathroom. And then sometimes you're like, this is a terrible bathroom. We need to get out of here quick.
I know. And I told Van, I said, you should always, before eating someplace, you need to go.
And there's an app. Did you know that?
Oh,
That like if you're traveling, there's some app. I mean, and I'm sure it's still around.
Well, you know Meredith that shows up here? Her mother had because her parents lived in Kansas City.
Mhm.
Okay, so they would drive across Texas to go and see her parents, right?
She knew where all
look at this. Look how good this looks.
That looks fabulous.
And she had plotted out all of the places where the bathrooms were clean.
Okay, well, see, there's an app now that you can, like, you know, give that information publicly. Although, see, I don't know, does it? But it gives status updates, you know. Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, back in the days of the Underground Railroad, they did the same thing with
the houses and who was safe and
who was safe.
And then actually, and even after that, then folks that were, you know, that would take the railroads and the what is it? It's the hobo language.
Yes, there's a whole. I used to have that, and we used that.
Yeah, we did. We talked about it once. It's probably in that book of yours up there.
It probably is. Look, I want y'all to look at this and see how absolutely stunning this is.
That's fabulous. That's very Mo. Like, Mo uses those colors a lot. Dark purple and stuff.
We're not quite through with it yet.
Okay, well, you got 7 minutes to make whatever thing happen.
Do it.
Like, I love a good wallpaper in a bathroom.
Yeah, I think if you're going to bring, I'm not a big fan of wallpaper, except for crafting.
I think bathrooms are a great place for wallpaper because you don't need a ton of it unless it's like a really big bathroom, I suppose. But I like a small bathroom. I thought y'all would want to know these things about me. In case I come visit you.
Yeah, you can update your bathroom.
Just make sure.
I think that's pretty funny.
Oh, yes. And so Mo has and Mo is Cookie Wookie. If y'all didn't know that, I know some people are kind of new. Mo is Cookie Wookie. But she has put the link into the PM isms. That's where you can get note up on, like, all the things that we talk about, from, like, the NERT to some of the, you know, Jenkins and all the funnies. This her bathrooms are not. My bathrooms are not up to my standards. I'll let you know that. Yeah. We had a baby.
And we still have her.
Yeah, we do.
That's why a lot of things do not happen that would in a normal situation.
Brad said the other day, we will have a clean house again someday. Goals, y'all. Goals. Ooh. Now this could go well with Eddie's, his ocean theme.
Isn't I think that is like so cool, and I love this. Just don't know what to put down here on this. Pull up a little bit of the paint and then maybe just leave it alone.
And this is one of the new ones by Becky. This is Gothic Charm. Ooh. He's using it as a picker-upper. rather than a put her downer. The jokes are free, y'all. The jokes are free. I'm excited too. Now, y'all make sure that if you are part of Makers that you're using that hashtag. And even if you aren't part of Makers and you want to partake in it, say like you like to post over on Instagram or wherever else, just please use that hashtag. Thank you, Eddie. Oh, 1 second, and I'll tell you what the hashtag is. I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't want to mess it up because that's a possibility. Hashtag is Makers Collage Prompt JUL25.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
I love that.
That's from a brayer off.
Well
And
done.
I want to bring this one back because I want you to see how really concentrated areas of the color.
Mm-hmm.
You can see a textural.
Yes. It's thick.
All right. I think we've got enough here that we can do our... Where's my little...
Oh, Cheryl says, P, you are magic. Well.
I do have my moments. We're having a good one today.
Yeah. Hey, you got to start July off right.
Absolutely. Okay,
right.
Now we've got a little bit of mucky muck here, but I don't...
Hey, Patty.
I don't think it's going to affect our overall. And I'm just going to kind of swish it out here so it, it doesn't. So I've covered up all of the stencil so I don't have any, I have less of a possibility of stickage.
Stickage.
Stickage. Stickage is always an issue.
Well, I don't know. Some people might like it.
Okay, I think that's pretty darn good. Okay. So I've got this, and this is where I want it on here.
Got you where I want it. Now I'm going to eat
I
it.
want it there. And I want it there in the color that I just used a while ago. I forgot to tell you. The isoinolidolinone yellow.
We call this one ISO yellow.
And I wished I could give you a number, but here I can hold it up there. So can you see that?
Mm-hmm. I can say it in my brain. Just doesn't come out my mouth right. You got 1 minute.
I can do it.
Okay.
And see, I'm brayering out past the edge of my piece of white paper that I have underneath there, so that I sort of know, where my print can go. And I've got that one ready. Okay. This one ready. Ooh, very sticky.
All right, my already friends, so you'll just have to, stay tuned. I'm sure you'll see this somehow, some way, at some other point. Or it might be in the book.
Yeah.
But until then,
love ya.
like a
Long haul.
bye, guys.